Alright, so here's my review for the latest episode. Spoiler warning, as always, so you may want to get off this video if you have not watched it, or, go get caught up and then come back here and join us. Now, um, so it starts off with Supergirl and Non fighting, and then in the results of that, he captures Hank. Well, I'm not gonna call him Hank. I'm just calling him that just for a second, just to let you know that I'm just gonna go by who he really is, which is the Martian Manhunter. So, Martian Manhunter gets abducted, and and during his absence, General Lane, takes over, um, the facility, and and Supergirl's trying to press her on for answers, and then we see some flashbacks from when she sends Astra away, and Non away to an Oblivion prison, which is um still intense to me. Like, you think you're on Team Astra, but at the same time you see that okay, maybe Supergirl's mother, Aurora, um has good intentions, because if she could have just left Astra and them there on Krypton, scot free, while it was blowing to bits. So in a way, when you think about it, she saved them from being killed. When you think about it, so if she wanted to be really cold and heartless, she would have just not did anything. Just let them die with the rest of them. I just now thought of that too. And Kara's still trying to throw Kat off about her Supergirl speculation that she is Supergirl. Um, I don't I don't get that. I mean, like, I didn't quite understand that. I thought it looked like she gave in, like, okay, you got me, I'm Supergirl. I mean, she gave her that look in the last episode in the winter finale, and now, in this episode, she's still trying to throw her off, off her course. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm normal. I'm just normal like everyone else, just like you. And she's still trying to convince her, like, don't bullshit with me. I know you're Supergirl. And it's causing tension between the two of them. And she even I think Kat even threatened to fire her, at some point. And a little bit after, Kara says, "You know what? I quit. I'm done." And Kat doesn't give a shit. Apparently, I mean, like, just for I mean, like, for a couple episodes, I thought you had a backbone. I mean, this girl stuck, put her neck out for you. I mean, she nearly jumped in. I don't know how many smoking guns, to help your ass out. Literally from a supervillain, and when it and when it came to your job and your company. I mean, she stood by your side through all that shit, and then you to go and do this. Huh, you are a ass nugget. Cat Grant is an ass nugget. And so Non has Martian Manhunter. He's saying, release Astra in exchange for Hank's freedom, or you got 48 hours or he's dead. And of course, Supergirl talks to Astra again, and Astra is not is starting to show a little bit more cards, saying that her mother Agora, obviously she sees that, that she cares. I mean, if she didn't, like I said, if she didn't give a fuck, she would have just left, let you die on Krypton with everybody else. I mean, think about it. And then they make the trade, and Nam was getting ready to get ready to double cross Supergirl and everyone else, by having the army attack them. And then Astra tells them all to stand down, and then she puts on this hard this hard rock hearted act, like this is not a truce, or I forgot what else she said. She just told him this wasn't the truce, and then she flies off. Yeah. Oh yeah, let me get to Maxwell Lord, that motherfucker. We don't know what the Kryptonians were trying to take from his building, and when Jimmy's trying to investigate, like what is he protecting, like where are they trying to take, he's not showing his cards. He's not telling them like what is he protecting and whatnot. And when Jimmy tries to go in all half cocked and take matters into his own hands with the help of Wynn, it got his ass kicked. He got his ass kicked in the process, and then Maxwell Lord warns him, next time it could cost him his life. So he's hiding something pretty crazy, because at the end of this episode, he has this mysterious girl sitting in a room and laying in a hospital bed, and she looks weird, and she has these weird little scar-like marks on her, and then her eyes open and it's pitch black eyes. Like, who is she? I mean, if you have any idea who you think that woman is, let me know in the comments section, like, of who she is. I mean, at first I'm thinking, uh-oh, is that Bizarro? Is that the Bizarro Supergirl? But I'm not so sure. Maybe, I don't know. And when Kara finds out that Jimmy was, he got his ass kicked by Maxwell Lord, she was getting ready to go off and handle him herself, possibly killing him. And then they stop her, saying, if you do this, if you go after him like this, you're no different from Astra and Non. And she backs down. So if it wasn't for them, then Maxwell Lord would either be fighting for his life or dead. And as much as I'm sure all of us would want that to happen, we would want him. I'm sure some of you want her to go off and just disintegrate him with her heat vision, but that's not. I mean, that's out of character for the House of L. And killing a threat when they don't have to, But I mean, that's just in their code, That's just how they roll. And so when they got the Martian Manhunter back, he helps her, cover up her identity, the Cat, by being in the same room together, disguised as Supergirl, and seeing Kara and Supergirl together, and that immediately throws her off their trail. And someone in the comments section of my review for the winter finale was predicted that, and good spot on prediction if you're watching this video, by the way. You were definitely right. If we made a bet, I would be like, okay, here's my money. I'm sorry. Here's my money. So I kind of knew that was coming before they both got in the room. When Kara walked into the room, I'm like, watch. He's going to walk into the room disguised as Supergirl, or disguised as one of them. And then there you go. So that was cool. That was cool. And I'm glad that they decide, and I'm glad that Supergirl listened in on Alex saying, you need to transform, and she's like, okay, well, what did she mean by that? So now they don't have to keep Martian Manhunter's identity secret from Supergirl, and I didn't like that idea, at the beginning, but now I understand why, because they know that she can't keep a secret. So this episode was pretty good. I give it an 8 out of 10. But my biggest issue with this episode is that we did not get a motherfucking preview for the next episode. Like, what the fuck, CBS? What the fuck? I mean, like, I want to know what's gonna happen in the next episode. Okay? I mean, like, is there not gonna be a next week episode? I mean, what's going on? I mean, like, why the fuck are you doing that? What the hell? That's my only problem with this episode. And I think I covered everything. If I missed anything, about in this episode, let me know in the comment section. And if you enjoyed my review, give this video a thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you click subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out, y'all.